Hi Capricorn, welcome back to Self-Discovery Support. Today we have a reading for you that's meant to help you kind of pack up 2021 and prepare for 2022. So we're looking at various areas and we're going to get some messages. So we're going to start with a message from the universe or spirit, depending on what you would like to refer to the energy as. Okay, so what we have is, I feel like the energy of what's coming up in 2022 is completion, right? So victory, there's something that you've been working on. I feel like there's something you have been working on in 2021, or maybe even before that, maybe a couple years. And I feel like 2022 is going to bring you to a point where you're feeling that you're able to see the fruits of your labor. There's feeling like there's an air of success next year. And I think that's really great, It's almost like the joy, the complete joy of, I can see a long toil here. Like, yeah, something you've been working on for the last 3 years or more. And then I have a tarot card to clarify that. So we have the Page of Wands. That tells me that this has been something that was maybe something you were a little bit, well, not a little bit, you had a lot of kind of motivation, maybe something creative. It could be some project that you just got really inspired to get involved in. And yeah, there's a lot of excitement. I can feel that because you are about to kind of attain something. You're about to complete and achieve the goal that you set for yourself. I think that's more the thing. There is a goal that you set maybe a couple years ago, or maybe at the beginning of this year, and I see that you were very inspired. You have been very motivated to see this come to completion. Yeah. It's about keeping that energy going. So this is really good for a general message from spirit. Like, yeah, 2022 looks to be a very exciting and fulfilling year for you so far. Yeah, I think that's good. I think it's good in general. But there are some things that maybe that happened this year that you're trailing, that I wanted to look at what you need to release and leave behind in 2021. So we have freedom. So it says, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Now, what I feel is that maybe you were there's some kind of belief, maybe internally, that you haven't felt as free, or you aren't as free to get what it is that you want. And maybe this thing, whatever this is that you have been working on, maybe it's been a long time in coming, or it's felt like a long time, and you've really pushed through. You've kind of kept the fire burning for it, and you just wondered, like, when can I actually have this? We have the Knight of Cups to clarify. So that tells me that, yeah, it is about, if there is something that you wanted, or if there is an interest, like a love interest, this could be to do with love, because the Knight of Cups generally brings in emotion. But it could be to do with some job, or something that's just more fulfilling for you. Yeah, there could be, I feel like there's some circumstance that you're in that you're not feeling, you're not feeling completely free. You're not feeling completely at ease. I don't know, it could be a living environment, or a relationship, or a job, economic situation, whatever it is. But I feel like you have the ability to change this. And I do see here that some message could be coming in for you about this, some communication. And it's all from the work that you have put in before. We see that here. Yeah, there's a lot of work that you have been putting in, a lot of dedication, and you have attracted something to you. And also it's like you have the ability to bring your cup to something, someone, to change things. You have the freedom and the right also to be able to create your own happiness. So do offer that cup. Yeah. Okay, so some kind of limitation that gives me like a 8 of swords feeling. But I do see that you're going to be able to feel that you can kind of go forward, right? Create the emotional stability and shape the future you want for yourself emotionally, right? No more sadness. You want to create the reality that you want. And not to say that you're going to be controlling, but you can make an offer, right? And you can propose something. Because that, you have, if you don't ask, how will you receive, right? Okay, so we want to talk about what you want to retain to bring you into 2022. Friendliness. Okay, so I'm going to tell you this. Pisces and Aquarius have gotten the same card in the same placement. So I'm feeling that maybe energetically, the collective in general is being asked to see 2022 as a time when we can reconnect. I think that it's really timely as well, because next year I do believe a lot of the world is going to be open again. Hopefully we will all be open, and I do feel that people are going to start enjoying each other again. And that's something that you are going to be asked to remember, that being open to people, connections is a part of the human experience. Okay, so the cards that clarify this card are Justice and the World. Yeah, so that tells me that maybe you have been feeling like 2021 was a period where you were a little bit isolated. You were not necessarily being able to enjoy other people's company in the way that you wanted, and maybe some connections that you wished you were able to make, you weren't able to make. So what this tells me here is that in 2022 there's going to be a kind of leveling or balancing of things, so that you are able to enjoy the things that you didn't get to enjoy in 2021. Closing of some cycle, right? Completion of some cycle. And it's almost here. The World really reminds me of this card that you had in your kind of message from Spirit. Completion. Final attainment. Yeah, there's a crescendo. There is some completion of something you've been really inspired about. And now that this is connected to the friendliness card, it does tell me that maybe there's a connection. There is some connection that I'm feeling very much that this is to do with. It could be to do with love or romance, but it could also be a friend. Maybe there is something that you're going to have the chance to bring to completion, find justice, maybe even through travel, through some kind of legal situation. Something's going to come to some closure. There's something that's going to be settled. It's going to allow you to move towards something, to enter a new phase in life. And I do feel it has to do with some connection here. Yeah. Okay, so let's look at what you might need to heal, right? Because we all have things that we need to work on. And to have a successful year. We want to keep growing. We want to keep going forward. So let's look at what Capricorn needs to heal. Transformation. Like, I feel like your reading has been a lot about something coming to closure, which does signify that there's going to be change, right? And also something about you feeling empowered to create the change in your life, freedom. And here's transformation. There's like a lot of change coming for you. The energy of transformation supports our ability to gracefully flow through times of transition, allowing the old to make room for the new. Yeah, that's the World card here. We have completion here again. And then let's look at your there's some major transformation coming for you. I feel like you felt stuck in 2021, but the work that you've been putting in is actually creating, it's bringing towards you something that will change. 8 of Swords and 2 of Wheels to clarify transformation, what you need to heal. Okay, so I think it's a similar energy to here. This feeling of being stuck, this feeling of being limited, feeling of, I feel like in relation to transformation, it's like you felt you couldn't grow, you couldn't change. Things were remaining stuck in one position. And you know, Capricorns do like stability, but I feel like you also are about achievement and attainment. So 2022 is definitely going to be in the Capricorn energy for you. You're going to be in that energy, but you're needing to heal from something which was opposite to this. It's like things were out of balance. You were struggling to keep things together. There was some kind of sorrow about the position that you were in. Things just felt out of, you were really trying to hang on to keep, I think you did. I think you managed to keep things together, but I feel like it was difficult. And it's about here, it's like gracefully flowing through times of transition. So I know Capricorns tend to like stability, and but now it's a time where it's calling for things to be cut down and for new things to grow again in their place. Yeah. All right, so I want to find out about the potential outcome of the year for you. All right, so I drew a number bead, so we can look at kind of numerologically the energy of the year for you. And I don't know if you can see that, but that's the number 8. And the number 8, there we go. Okay, number 8 tends to signify manifestation and abundance, right? So to me, this is like a lot of the dreams and goals you had for yourself in that year are going to be coming through. Yeah, we have 8 of Swords here. Yeah, okay. I'm just looking if there are any more 8s. Yeah. All right, so yeah, I do see that next year there's some things that are going to be closing out. There's some things that are going to be manifesting. 2 of Swords to clarify that number 8 in terms of potential outcome. And what I see here is it's just indicating like 2021 and maybe even before that was a period of feeling indecisive, feeling stuck, feeling like you couldn't make a decision about your life. And if you couple that with the 8 of Swords, like that's a pretty very stagnant type of energy, right? You didn't know how to kind of move forward. And that's understandable. I mean, the world was on lockdown, but I feel like it's deeper. There's something in life. Because we do have the World card here, so that tells me that this is like a life cycle that's completing. there's something that you're closing out that is a period of your life, that maybe a period of feeling powerless, feeling like you couldn't achieve, you couldn't really be yourself. And now you're changing into a person that it's almost like coming into your true self, right? Because I know that Capricorns are about achievement and are hard workers. So it's like if you're working hard for a long time and you cannot get further, or you're not seeing the light, then that's difficult. But Two of Swords tells me that potential outcome is with this, moving with the 8. And the Two of Swords on its own might indicate being in indecision. But because it's here with the 8, it tells me that you're going to be moving past the Two of Swords energy, the stuckness, into a period where you can manifest. Yeah, that's pretty good. So I think 2022 is going to bring not just prosperity, but I did hear about something emotional as well. Yeah, I did see here some emotional, something you're excited about with the friendliness, open to love connections. Yeah, so I think that's it for you, Capricorn. Next year does seem like it's going to be an upturn from this year. It does seem like, however, that there's going to be major life changes for you, but it's going to bring your desires in. So even if you don't like change, there's likely to be quite good things at the end of that. So if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, and of course subscribe for more content like this. Have a good 2022. Take care.